Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Today I'm gonna be talking about the new COD pod that came out as of yesterday. So I just want to get straight into this, but before I do, I just want to give a quick sorry. I did not upload yesterday because I had a lot going on and I was really busy. So again, I know I said I would upload and try to upload every day, but I did guarantee, or I did tell you not to guarantee anything. So, yeah, with all that, aside, I want to get this started and let's give it a listen to what we heard for zombies.
But Steph, we want more. When's the
Always.
next map dropping?
I am so happy that I can confirm that the finale of the Black Ops 6 Zombies story, including the new map, will launch at Season 5. We've been building towards this. The map is awesome. I'm not allowed to say anything more than that, other than it's coming at the launch of Season 5. It's the conclusion. We do know that, zombies is part of Black Ops 7. We got a little taste of some zombies just at the end of the official teaser there. So lots to be excited about. Definitely pay attention to, what's ahead in Season 5.
Now, you guys heard that correctly. We will be getting the new and final map and the finale of the storyline for Black Ops 6 Zombies at the beginning of Season 5. Now, what does this mean for zombies exactly? I have no clue, and that's what I want to actually go over, what this could mean for zombies for the future of Black Ops 6. So, what does this mean exactly, right? Well, obviously we're getting it at the beginning of Season 5, we've heard that. But, what does this mean for updates now? Now, there could be a lot of possibilities on what goes on at the end of this. Now, see, we had plenty of major Easter eggs, or, super Easter eggs throughout our past. We had one in Black Ops 3, which was the RK5, and getting the box and the wisp for revelations, pack-a-punch weapons, etc. And we got one for Infinite Warfare, 2,500 points, and then, or 25,000, to be more specific. We had it where we could get pack-a-punch weapons from the mystery box, or the magic wheel, and so on. And then we had Cold Wars, where if you touch a statue, you would get a bunch of cosmetics and everything, but you would also be able to have your weapon rarity epic at the start of every single match that you played. So, what does this mean exactly for BO6? Now, BO6 I feel like could possibly have a super Easter egg. And people were saying, oh, we want a super Easter egg to return, all this and that, and I agree with it. I think that bringing a super Easter egg into BO6 here would be beneficial, as a matter of fact. I feel like the rewards would be super high, but that would only be in Season 6. What about Season 5 Reloaded and so on? I feel as if it's just going to be simple patches for the new map and maybe adding some stuff. I mean, who knows exactly, you know what I mean? But either way, I feel like this is going to be one of the best updates that we've had so far. And I really hope that, given this, that we will be able to get something major to come out of, Season 5 and Season 6. Now, we gotta talk about this. They said the finale. Now, what does this mean for the story-wise now, too? Now, you see, there could be multiple ways that this goes, and I have my predictions already locked in the box, and I'm actually going to go over my predictions at the end of the video on what I feel is going to be coming, and hopefully I get a lot of it right, because, I'm a swelling, gambler. No, I'm kidding, but I just love to guess and, try to predict what may come in the next map. So what I feel like the story is going forward with is pretty much, right, we're going to go to Janus Towers, and then, because we already have intel that Panos is going to be there, and we also have intel that Blanchard is going to be there. So now, what does this all mean? We could possibly have Blanchard as our little wingman, kind of like how Peck was and Ravnoff was, throughout all these maps and everything. And, I mean, Strauss is there, I guess, too, but, let's be honest, he's old, decaying, He's the one that didn't even die from the ether, in the MW3 story. So you know what? I mean, I guess that works. We don't even know how he died, to be fair. But I feel like we're gonna be facing some form of Panos boss, maybe then like a Samantha boss, like a Two-Face kind of, boss, and then like once we defeat the SAM, we're gonna be sent into the dark ether. Cause like either she explodes or she sends us into the dark ether, or it's just something along them lines. Cause why else would we be in the dark ether for BO7? Unless we're some form of Janus crew, but I think most of them, to be honest, got wiped due to the zombie outbreak and everything. So I mean, look at Liberty Falls. A lot of the Janus team got wiped the hell out, trying to recover and stop the outbreak as it was. So, now, does this mean we'll see any official sign of the new map coming for Black Ops 7? And to answer that, maybe yes and no. I want to explain both reasons. Now, no, because I feel as if they're not even gonna spoil anything real hard, you know what I mean? Maybe show the exact same thing like how the trailer showed or something, you know what I mean? But I feel like yes, where we get into the cutscene and then we get teleported, and then all of a sudden they look at the surrounding and they're like, where the hell are we? And then like Gray says, I think the Darisa, or something along them lines, you know what I mean? And don't mind that accent, I don't know what the hell I just did there. Now, they did also mention that there will be updates coming for Grief. So, once the roadmap comes out and then patches and everything come out, anything, form to that, I'll be doing a video on that, as you guys know. So, definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, they said that there's going to be some patches coming to Grief because they said that there were many big updates that they have done for Grief, and they want to keep, improving on the mode. So, I'm hoping that this is true. I'm hoping that, we can get Grief to be a little better. Because in my opinion, I feel like it's just a tad bit off, I feel like BO2 still was, like, the pinnacle of Grief, Because we didn't have, like, no melee weapons. Even get rid of the melee weapons, I feel like that would be, like, a big pinnacle to it, And then you have to, like, just actually, butt with your gun, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's just my personal opinion, so. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about my predictions for what I feel might come inside of Janus Towers, aka the final map for Black Ops 6, aka the finale of the Ether, or the Dark Ether storyline in Black Ops 6. So, what do I feel could come into this amazing map? Well, let's see. We're going to start off with perks. I feel like Mule Kick might come back, or Who's Who, given that it's basically like tower maps, and you know what I mean? I feel like that would just fit the map so perfectly. But then I also feel like Mule Kick, because we've seen it in Cold War, and we haven't had it back since then. I mean, we had it in, I think, MW3, I think? I don't remember. I don't think we did. I'll be honest, I haven't played that game in a minute, so yeah. But I know Cold War we had it, and it's been a fat minute since we've had it back. I feel like that would be perfect. But then I feel like Who's Who, because, like I said, a tower map. But we also got Voltrage, So what are the possibilities for bringing back some BO2 perks into the mix with all of this? You know what I mean? I feel like it would just be a perfect combination for all of this. For the enemy type, I definitely feel like it's going to be either Jumping Jacks, Hellhounds, or Megatons. There's no other way around it. I mean, a facility that's breaking down, perfect for a Megaton, Hellhounds to roam around in, and then the Jumping Jacks for a special round. I feel like maybe all that in a combination would just be a perfect sitting duck right there for, the map. Actually, yeah, bring all three. I didn't even think about that, I'll be honest. I was rambling on. Now, the Wonder Weapon, I have no clue, to be honest with you. I've been hearing, some things around that were saying the Cerberus from Mallard or Toten, but I'll be honest, I don't think that's going to get a return. I highly doubt that in any, any form of pinnacle, that's going to be returning. I know the Ray Gun Mark II is going to be there, because if we got it for every other map, we're going to be getting it, for the new map as well, for the mystery box. So, I'm definitely hyped for that one. But, regardless, we're also going to be getting the Ray Gun too, because, that's like the whole standard point. But now, are we going to be getting 2 wonder weapons in this map, or 1? And I feel like it's just going to be 1, and I don't know. I'm going to go with my tower theme here still, aka Die Rise, and I'm going to say something like the Sliquifier, maybe a modified version of the Sliquifier. Not like how it was back then, maybe like so, not robotic-y, but you know what I mean? Because we have Richtoft in here, I mean, for crying out loud, the Wonder Wolf got remodeled, by Richtofen, even though it was made by Strauss, in the Dark Ether storyline, but in reality it was made from Richtofen inside of the Ether storyline. So, I rambled on too much there. My final guess is the Sliquifier, so yeah, let's move on. For Gobblegums, I know Shopping Free is confirmed to finally return. Thank God, I am excited for that to return. But for other 2 Gobblegums, I'm not even sure, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because we've been getting newer Gobblegums, and then we've been getting old Gobblegums returning, so... I mean, even Flavored Hex came back, so, that's a nut twister right there. So, yeah, I have no idea what could come into, BO6 for Gobblegums, but I just want to take a random guess and say a nuke Gobblegum, Dead of the Nuclear Winter, because we haven't seen that in God knows how long, and we would have an OP, combo with that. And I feel like maybe they would want to do that. I'm not sure. But, and for one more Gobblegum, probably something on the lines of a Whimsical, if I had to guess. Seems as we have so many damn Whimsicals, and we got one like every season, basically, inside of Black Ops 6. Now, if there were to be an ammo mod or a field upgrade, I'm not even sure what could come back for any of them, to be honest, because we basically have all the ammo mods that, we've had it before, plus some new ones, and then, we've even got almost every... The only one I can see returning is the Toxic Growth one from Cold War, but other than that, I'm not even, or Ring of Fire, actually. I mean, you know what, I'm gonna take the highest guess here and say Toxic Growth, because I feel like Ring of Fire just wouldn't really fit, the theme. That, and it would be too overpowered unless they made it like, Vanguards, which, don't make it like Vanguards, please. That one was atrocious as hell. But, yeah, as for ammo mod, I'm not even sure, so I can't take a guess on that. I'm just gonna say that we're not gonna get an ammo mod. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see, unless we get something like Fireworks back, but I highly doubt we would get anything like that, back. Because that was in Black Ops 3 related, ammo mod, so... But yeah, hopefully I'm right on every single one of those. Hopefully I didn't... If I missed anything that you guys can think of, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm excited to see, where the story takes us and everything. It's definitely gonna take us off the, kind of to the theme of, MW3. It's gonna take us towards that way, because you guys remember carefully, Ava Jansen, one of my faves, by the way. Sorry, I had to say that personally. But, yeah, she got taken inside of the Dark Ether by an entity that was inside of the mirror in her hotel room when she was about to check out Liberty Falls. So, something definitely was up with Liberty Falls, which actually, you know what, before we end the video, my theory is that we're going to be facing some form of the Shadow Man or something. Because think about it, right? Liberty Falls, and then, Panos is there, then we're near Liberty Falls, and then, it all adds up. We're going to be facing the Shadow Man. He's going to be resurrected. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a thumbs up. If you guys are new and want to sub, go for it. Or I should say, definitely sub, because, unlike every other one, I don't spread the rumors, I don't spread the leaks, I don't do none of that. I'm here for pure content. I'm here for all the pureness. So if you guys, are new, want to subscribe, definitely do so. And leave a comment, saying if you're hyped for, the new Janus map, and if you're hyped for Black Ops 7. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Till then, peace.